So the book, Alternative for the Masses, the 90s alt-rock revolution in oral history, out now. Goodbye wherever books are sold, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Look for it at your nearest bookstore. Look for it at your nearest independent bookstore. If you want to find your nearest independent bookstore, go to bookedonrock.com. Where can people find you online, Greg, before we make this announcement about the next book?
Yes. Go to x.com/Greg Prato Writer. That's always a good place. I'm always posting my latest interviews and articles and I was going to say book ideas, but no, I keep those hush hush. But book release dates and things like that. So yeah, I say that's probably the best way. And of course, just go to Amazon and go to the book section, do a search for Greg Prato, and you'll be assaulted by a huge amount of books that you could choose from, which I think is perfect for the holiday season. Don't you, Eric?
Absolutely. And if you're a sports fan,
Yes.
you've got some books on New York sports. You got the Jets. You have the book on the Islanders,
the Mets, the Yankees,
the Mets, the Yanks.
Yes.
So let's talk about the big news.
Yes, the big news.
What's the next book?
Okay. Me, like a lot of people, were very upset by the great Ace Frehley's passing. And after he passed, I realized, I interviewed Ace a lot of times over the last 15 years or so. So I went back and looked at the interviews, and I realized, I have all these interviews where he talks about pretty much all phase of his career. Because, although he'd be promoting a solo album, I would always ask him questions about Kiss and about even his personal life and his hobbies and things like that. And he was always a great interview. He was always very honest and very, very friendly, a great, great guy. So I thought, what if as a tribute to Ace, I put together a book that compiles all the interviews I did and also do interviews with some people, some very well-known rock people that were fans of Ace, and them talking about what made him so great and also influential. Because I think you'd probably agree with me, Eric, along with probably Eddie Van Halen, Ace Frehley has to be 2 or 3 right behind as far as how many people he was a huge influence on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How many? I mean, so influential. How many guitarists picked up a guitar because they watched Ace Frehley or listened to him or saw him on that Alive album cover?
Right. So the next book, which I'm going to be rush releasing, I'm going to put this out through my own company, Greg Prato Writer, is called, I'm reading it so I don't get the title wrong, Talk to Me, Conversations with Ace Frehley by Greg Prato.
Oh, man. That's so cool, Greg. Yeah, that's just, I love Ace. I love Ace, love Kiss. And I think that's great that you're doing that because it's going to give us the story in his words. And that's interesting because I did a tribute episode just this week. I put it out. And how many times did I hear brutally honest, told it like it is, but also friendly guy, very nice guy. There's a picture of you and Ace.
It's a picture of me and Ace when I did an interview with him back in 2009. I don't know if you could see that.
Yeah, that's when Anomaly came out in 2009, right?
Yes. Yep. Yes.
Which I love that album. That's probably his most personal, deeply personal album. Very
he was kind enough to sign this to me. It says to Greg Rock on Ace Frehley. That was nice to him that he signed that for me.
Ace, man, one of a kind. I'm still reeling, I'm just listening to nothing but Ace solo and Kiss.
Yeah, it's definitely hit me the same way when, of course, Eddie Van Halen passed away, Neil Peart. It's sad that we're just at the age now that these guys are getting old, and they just sadly part of life.
What's different from Eddie with Ace was, as a journalist, I'm sure you'll agree. I mean, Ace was a guy who could give great interviews and didn't mind doing interviews. Eddie was a little shy. He didn't want to do that kind of thing. And I think for Ace, that helped him a lot, kept him in the spotlight. He always enjoyed talking about it. And again, told it like it is.
He did.
So people keep an eye out for that and just do what I do. I will go to Amazon and I signed up. I clicked on the follow Greg Prato link.
Yes, do that.
Amazon. So
do that.
So there you go. All right, Greg. Thanks, man. We'll look forward to it. We'll have you back on for that Ace book, I hope.
Great. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, cool. We'll share some stories from inside that one. Greg, thanks, man.
Thanks, Eric.